Hello everyone, good night or good afternoon if you are in the US. I'm Rafael and I'm live from Suzuka for round 12 of Slipstream International World Series Xbox. I got here a bit late and I was not able to see what the qualifying fared for us, but I got right at the end to see that Tropical Dale just managed to put the pole position in his last lap, and he has one more to go. And Jacobsy is second with Wi-Fi third. Cassie, who generally doesn't finish top 3 in the last races, but sorry, not in the races, but in the qualifying, is fourth right now, which is where I was expecting it to be, and I'm sure he will end up higher than that. All right, let's see if I don't get disconnected again. So, as usual, we're gonna try to see what's happening here on the last lap with drivers that still have chance to improve. All the top four are on lap, and I think it's number 23 Tropical Dale, the one that is closest to close the first one. Then is driver number 3 SVT Valet. Right behind him, blue, which I don't remember what that means, and number 27. Who's 27? Is that 27? Yes. I'm flying. Anyway, we have a 7 coming right after, which is Wi-Fi, and then 137, which is a specialist, but specialist already closed after the checkered flag. So we have Tropical Dale, but why doesn't it show us P? I don't get this, folks. Jacobsy, also neither. So who's number 3, man? SVT Valet. So one must have quit the lap, probably because of track limits. We don't know exactly how much is he improving. His lap is 130. Pero what the hell is going on with the connection? Okay, he quits the lap at number 27 as well, so this is gonna be what the starting grid for the round 12 on Xbox is gonna be. Tropical Dale, congratulations, mate. Glad to see you up there again. And I think I'm missing someone from last week. Took the ball. Maybe John Ricker? I don't remember. I'm gonna have to check that. So, in the meantime, let's hear out what the driver's briefing is gonna be.
Coming Tropical, well done.
Finally, dude! Oh my god!
This guy.
Hey, I'm just happy about the fact that I spit out a 202.3.
I prepared my stick for pole position and...
You're on pole.
Fucking finally, dude! I've been second for
You
so
wanted it so
long.
bad. Good job, man.
No.
Hey, now
Try
don't
to
look
keep
pissed
it.
out this time.
Finally do a 202 and
I think
here.
one
God.
it can make
Dude, you're telling me I just barely beat my best fucking time. I got a 202.3.
That's my fastest time in this car ever. And
Yeah,
I'm almost
My,
done.
my
my
record,
fastest
yeah.
lap on this is still like a 10th faster. That's why I was like, fuck, I don't know if that's good enough.
Relish, 95 liters.
I don't know, man. You're driving a different car than me.
Oh wait, you're not driving to beat me anymore.
I've never have.
Not in the league, he's not.
Not in the league.
Not a baby.
Oh, I see.
No, we're not that close.
I'm not giving you tips. You trashed me for those tire tips. I ain't giving you
Oh, I need a drink. Holy shit.
I've been trying all week to get that time down, and I finally, on a quali lap, get my best time I've done on this fucking track yet.
Awesome.
Oh, thank God we have like a 5-minute thing before the race starts. Holy man, that quali lap took everything out of me.
That time it was my first lap in quali.
That was my lap,
And,
first lap in quali as well.
Yeah. But today I made 2.
Yeah, that was my last lap.
Yeah.
I
And
saved
I
the
was
best for
thinking
last.
this is enough. 2.15 is enough.
Alright,
but
guys.
2
Can
tenths.
everybody hear me?
Dude, 2 tenths. Oh my god.
Job Tropical, Jacob, Wi-Fi, top 3. Everybody welcome. This is a sweet turnout. I'm super stoked. We have some new people. Welcome. I don't really have much, honestly.
No.
Incidents. If you're new, I don't know if you have, but you should have a save button program for replays. You can submit those replays if there's an incident, and the stewards will review those. Be mindful of blue flags. I honestly don't know. Elliot, go. You always sound way better when you talk about blue flags.
Stop
Yeah,
that Black
honestly,
and Decker.
Yeah, just any of
Whoa,
you
that
guys that if you do have an incident or anything like that, or if an incident happens in front of you, just smash that replay button, and then if you guys can, just send that to me on Discord if it's easier for you, because I know the SimGrid, option is sometimes a little bit testy. So if it's easier, just send the incidents to me, and then we'll get those reviewed with the stewards and everything. And then as far as blue flags go, you guys know the drill. It's easier on the straights, so just aim for those areas if you can, for letting anybody by, because that'll give you a better opportunity to continue your race as opposed to doing it in the middle of the fucking S's or something like that, where you're gonna just, get freight trained. So just watch out for everybody, be respectful. We got some newer guys in here today. Ninja, you just joined today, so excited to see how you do today. And everybody keep it clean as always.
Yeah, the league is growing, and I think this group's getting bigger, and it's great. So, also anybody that's new, this is live streamed on Slipstream's YouTube channel, so you can always watch it later.
So cool.
Other than that, be safe, have fun.
Things.
Oh, go ahead.
Last two things. As always, this is not that dangerous of a pit exit, but if you are exiting the pits, you must stay to the right of the white line until it is done. And if you go off track in the grass, it's very slippery. Don't frantically rush to get back on track if people are coming, especially with some of these corners where you run right out to the edge. You're on the outside and the racing line is right along the edge of the track. If you come back on, you're going to cause an incident. So just be mindful.
Also, if you're new and you're used to public lobbies, remember it's a long race. Everybody's going to be on full fuel, cold tires in the beginning. Get some space, whatever. Have fun, guys. Get your stuff ready. 2-minute warning.
Thank you.
Make sure you get my fuel set.
Chatty Elliot, I promise to try and do my absolute best to try and avoid being the only incident this race.
Just use your brake pedal.
You mean my brake trigger?
Elliot wants more. Oh, your brake trigger. Oh my god. That's
what I'm most nervous about right now. Is I don't want to ruin anybody's race. It's
100%.
Dude, I'm taking a completely different approach. For these first couple laps until the fucking pack spreads out, I'm going to be braking super safe, so if I get rear-ended, then fuck.
Faded, you
Everyone will be doing.
Faded, you using the A button for brake?
Huh?
Use the handbrake.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A is brake. Full brake.
Yeah.
No lifting, all brake.
I'm literally just nervous. I'm starting first for the first time. I'm so nervous.
Yeah, think about it. Think about it. You're setting the pace. You're setting the pace.
God.
You got a lot of fast riders.
Shaky legs.
Yeah,
why
no,
don't you that?
Did you set your
Top
fuel
five
up
there.
for qualifying?
Look,
They're
guys,
good. 1 to
I
5
set
are-
my tire pressures this time. We'll be okay. I didn't fuck up this time with the
1 minute.
pressures.
Well, that's what you think. Check your tires right now.
Ah, I told you.
oh man, I went through everything.
You have the right
5
setup.
times
You
already.
might have the wrong
I'm
setup, dude.
Oh my god, okay,
No,
fuel
but
check.
follow
fine.
setup.
All right, it's always fun to listen to the guys, but we're gonna cut it there. They have 1 minute to go, and I want to show you what the standings look like right now for these guys.
30 seconds.
Let's roll in the transition in there. You can see Cass leading. He finished third last week, so that's the one that I was
20 seconds.
talking about. Oh man, what's this dark part? Gilby.
10 seconds.
Oh, the same thing. Anyway, looking at the results of last race. First was Luke Wallace, Switch Effect. I don't think he's in there today. That's the one I was looking. I know he is 10th. Okay, that's the one I was looking up for. Then we had second JJ Weir. He's John Ricker. He's starting 6th today. And well, third we had Cass. Jakub Zappa. So Jakub is in there second. All right, so it's gonna be a quite interesting drive, as we are gonna see some people that generally hold a bit more pace than we normally would. Let me rephrase that. Drivers with more pace than they demonstrated in qualifying, starting from behind. And that's always interesting, because one of the boring things about racing in general, you could see it today in the Formula 1 race, for instance, or any other racing event anyways, when everyone is extremely evenly positioned as per their own pace, and they'll open just that kind of gap in between cars. There's no fight, right? So that's one of the interesting things of the next series we're gonna start the coming week, which is the midweek madness, because it features one-shot qualifying, and that's gonna give a lot more of these situations, you know, where you're gonna start somewhere in the grid, potentially at the very back if you do a qualifying lap. And then you need to demonstrate in 30 minutes with no pits the best that you can do. I'm gonna flash that out in here for a minute so you can see those new championships. We have for Xbox, which I guess is the one that you're interested in. It's already quite full, 28 out of 60, but you know we cannot fit 60. But already nearly full for what the average grids on Xbox are. And we have as well for PC 2 series, which are much less complete. And they all feature, as I said, that one-shot qualifying. So that's about it for website checking. We are gonna focus right now on the guys and try to remember the camera situation here. I think this was, I like this camera because in Xbox is one of the things that you see the best, but then the UI with the driver tags is too much, I think, for that. So let's remove that. And then you're gonna have to look at the left who's who. But hey, that's what we're here for a pleasant visual experience and interesting racing. So let's go for it. So John Ricker, okay, thank you for messing that up. I forgot I cannot go back to the garage when I have downloaded this. So yeah, I guess starting with Wi-Fi is probably a good idea. They are right about the last chicane. I think no one. Oh yeah, the add green. I don't know if it's messed up or what, but starting from the pit lane. But no one else. This morning on the PC race, we did have, I think it was Gibo, messing up formation lap and having to start from the pit lane. So I think that was not exactly the case in here, but we still have one person nonetheless starting from the pit lane. And there are just a few meters left to start the race. Tropical Dale with his Porsche first. Jacob CF1 with his McLaren number 12 on second. And camera locked on Wi-Fi. Ferrari number 7, black Ferrari third. And here we go, green, green, green. We see Tropical already defending. Let's see if I don't mess this up. Yeah, here we go. Wi-Fi lost 2 positions already. Elite Cassie sneaked in on the left. Also John Ricker with his Porsche number 9, orange, very nice. And SBT Valet also took a few positions because now he's 6th. And Switch Effect moved from 10th to 8th as well. I don't think there has been any incident right behind. Oh man, this camera. All right, let's see what we can see from the back. Very nice traced on the sterns. No drama on the back. And let's swap to Charlie Lee. He's 18th at the moment. We don't see any crash over there. Double lane. Very hard to see. Back to Tropical Dale. followed by Jacobsy and Elite Gassi with John Ricker. Well, I was gonna say very close to each other. There it goes, almost Gassi goes inside of Jacob, but I think this differential, it's accumulated differential. It's not the good one. Ooh, what was happening there? A couple of off tracks and one guy spinning, faded vision, trying to rejoin there. SVT Valet moved from 8th to 6th, still going right behind Wi-Fi. And Pete 33. I'm not gonna aim to extend those E's. Right behind him, we see Elite Gassi opening in wide on the straight. Presumably to break the... what's the name? Oh, whoa, whoa, who was there? Oh my god, such a crash. I don't know who was that. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Why can't you go? Well, sorry. We don't know who that was. Because I wasn't looking where I should have. Was it switch effect? I don't think it was. Anyway, nothing really changed on the front. And here we have a very long train of cars. And why? Now we have the current laps. Very good. Alright, back to the front. Tropical is opening a gap of 1.5 with Elite Gassi. And Jacobsy is 0.6 behind. Let's go back to this. 0.6 behind Elite at the same time. These are the differences, remember, not right now, but from the last crossing of the checker flag, or not the checker, but you know, that part. I will really need to learn how to say that. And we see that the fastest lap has been actually set by someone in the middle of the field, not by someone up top, which is fairly weird. We see like Wi-Fi is struggling there to maintain position. And camera decided not to focus on that. Oh, there has been contact on the U-turn. Triple contact there. Wi-Fi involved with Ballet. And I think there was the Audi as well. Either Pito's switch effect had also part of guilt in there. I will need to memorize that John Ricker is the orange Porsche and SVT Ballet is the blue one. Right now, behind him, I'm gonna have to go into first-person view to see what is the actual positioning. Tropical, Elite Gassi, John Ricker, Jacobsy, and then Pete 33. Yeah, there we go. Now Pete 33 with a super black livery. I think in Xbox that must be intended. Right behind. Oh, lunches and dinner is here. You're gonna have to excuse me for a bit, guys. I guess I'm gonna leave you with the chat in the meantime.
No, are you done?
Keep it down, keep it down.
Sorry. About that.
Should make my pit stop now. Minute of damage.
Guys, what's up?
Thank you, Hewis.
Careful.
Oh!
Fuck.
Damn, I fucked up my tire pressures. I knew it was gonna happen.
he's out. Free. What happened, man?
Wait.
God.
What just happened there?
Yeah, that's it for me, guys. Famous. That's it for me.
What happened?
Yeah, I went sideways and then the guy rushed into me, pushed me, or I don't know what. The car is fucked and...
I'll do a pit stop then. You have to go in the pit.
Yeah.
No, I can't drive. Oh no, it's not.
What the? Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. What the?
Perfect pass.
All right. Dinner is over, so we stopped listening to the guys. Not a lot happened, but we could see live a couple of incidents. One, I think it was Wi-Fi going wide. I think that was already when I was on mute, and having to rejoin a bit behind. And the other one was on the back. I think it was Faded Vision touching on the back someone, and actually waiting for him. So I well, myself and the rest of the league appreciate that behavior. Now, seeing from the whole standings is the right word now. I don't know. There are quite a couple of fights going on. Chad Lee with Atomic Numero. I don't know. That must be Latin numero. But not exactly, right? Is Dagford there? So it's Dagford with Chad. So Atomic Number is going to be the head, fighting with Specialist. Corpse Slayer and Switch Effect. Also, we jump ticks quite away from everyone else. SBT Ballet. Actually, that name is very familiar. I don't know why. Right behind Pete 33. At the same time, Pete 33 is only a second and a half behind Jacob, and Jacob is right behind John Ricker. John Ricker managed to get on the podium again now, or podium position anyway. But the gap to the next one is quite sizable. I think that car ahead, it's a Honda, and there are not that many Hondas, and I don't think it's Dagford. Yeah, it's not Dagford, so it must be Rope Soto, our Portuguese fellow. So he's gonna get wave flags, the blue flags waved to him very soon. I think. There you go. You can see them on the right. And Elite Cassie and Tropical Deal still going at it, very close together. I think this is one of the times when I'm gonna probably try to see if Tropical is actually showing his face, which I don't think he does, but maybe getting into his first-person camera and see how he's handling the situation. So give me a minute to get that ready. I will open Radrilishted and oh, is Dick Trickle here? Or he's still having issues with the rig? I think he's still having issues with the rig. So we don't have Dick with us today. We have a viewer from the PC league, Harry, who had a quite interesting race today with his McLaren. Thanks for watching, man. And I think now to answer your question, he's asking what are the speed that these guys are actually marking right now. And if we look at Tropical Dill, who's currently first, he has been setting Stables 202, which I think is slightly faster than PC. Also, we need to mind that PC has had the patch update, and I think some people have said that that made the cars slower. To be honest, I think before the patch and after the patch, I have seen guys going on 200. I think it was Alex. That was the fastest lap of the race. I'm gonna have to take a look in the meantime. But at the beginning of the race, it was not so much like that. That is a given. That is a very good performance from Tropical right around now. And Elite Cassie has the fastest lap with 202.17. I think it was the fastest lap. Is it? Yeah, that's the fastest lap. And clearly, he has a little bit more pace than Tropical because he's on his ass and literally gonna take advantage of any mistake that he does from now on. So, having said that, let's see the provisional results for the round 12 of Suzuka today, which are for PC. They have not been uploaded, Liam. Okay, well, we're gonna save that from Liam and upload it ourselves, so I can daily live what's going on. In the meantime, with an eye put on Cassie while he chases our friend Tropical. close there, getting close in the 130R. Going a bit wide, but not enough for track limits. Braking correct distance, going into the chicane. So close here. Traction's a little bit better, but not so early in the accelerator as Tropical. I think that's gonna keep it ahead for another lap. So, I think oh, it's getting very close there. Might be, I mean, we are 17 minutes into the race. It's a bit early for tires to die out, but it might be, you know. Oh, Dagfart is going into the pit lane. I'm dropping there for quite a few positions. Okay, they are keeping the 3-4-10s consistently. And the only fight behind them is between Ballet and Pete. They're just crossing the straight, 0.7 behind. Yeah, we're doing good still, staying with this fight. So, what I was saying, fastest lap on the race on PC was 2:00.89, obviously with the deposit, so that should come. But we had 2 more drivers under 2:02, which were Moss and Katkus. And then in terms of qualifying, which is a bit more comparable to what we have just seen on Xbox, the fastest lap was 2:01.43, although they did it with Saturday setup. I don't really remember. I'm gonna check my own stream to see if I could see at the beginning of the race. It was optimum. No, that was race already. For qualifying, it was already optimum. So I think Xbox did an optimum, and I think PC was on green. Or fast, but certainly not green, fast. But the fastest lap for Xbox was 2:01.215. Coincidentally, the fastest lap for PC on qualifying was 2:01.430. Right, so focusing back again to the race now. Indeed, as Harry mentioned, we have quite a few very well-performing McLarens in here. Jacob had very strong races when he just joined the league. He just wasn't lucky enough that a couple more very fast drivers joined right after, and they're giving him a run for his money now. He was Hamilton, always funny to say that. I thought we had another one. Did anybody quit already? Where are we? 25 over there. Maybe I dreamt it. Nonetheless, on qualifying, I'm looking at that atomic numero. Is this correct? Yeah, atomic numero was starting number 28. No, 21, sorry. And now he's 12. Amazing comeback. Amazing comeback. Now let's pay attention to Pete and Belay. Pete, who started 5th, is currently holding the 6th position, and SBT Ballet, who started 8th, overtook quite a few guys, including Pete, of course, for holding that 5th position very well. Oh, who goes wide is Jacob, our star McLaren. We could see that very well from behind. Now I changed the camera, I was not that beautiful anymore, but we could see that spin. That's an area where I myself make mistakes almost every time I race here. So hope you recover. Let's see. Right now he's behind one of the Audis. That's not Pete. That's not Junk Tix. He's right behind Switch Effect. But the gap to Specialist is a few seconds, so he should be fine here. Now the main problem of doing something like that is that you burn your tires in a way that you don't desire, and that makes the very next lap very unstable. Will he beat 4 tires now? No, he continues for another one. So back to Cassie. Now going into the S's, he's going. Is he attempting really? I mean, if I were Cassie, I would go for an undercut right now. Unless he's super comfortable and he's gonna throw an insane overcut by keeping his tires in very good condition, which, I don't know, when you are with full deposit, that's less likely than the other way around. I guess he might be waiting though for some more people to pit so that he doesn't run into traffic. But if we do the calculations, I think the pit stops in PC were around 110. And right now they have 10 seconds to John Ricker, 20 to switch effect, 30 to atomic. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, you wouldn't be in traffic, you would just be behind everyone else. So, yeah. Anyway, the clear thing is that it's slowing him down. If he's comfortable and he thinks that's not gonna be an issue to overtake him later, just with a bit of an overcut, I guess that's fine. Alright, let's go back to Jacob, who messed up here last lap and messes up again. That's a beautiful coincidence. Well, now the distance is more than intense, I can tell you that. On the back, we already have 4 drivers that had pit. Grim Reaper, generally one of the guys that finished up top. Rob Exoto, our Portuguese fella, who had an incident later before. No, maybe it wasn't him. It was just being lapped. That's what we saw. Brad Relish, our admin on Xbox, one of our admins on Xbox, had pit early. I don't know why, because we were not checking that, but I know that I saw him going wide on the straight, so that made him lose a bit more time. And we're gonna check actually if he's streaming. Are you there, right? You are not there. You little blah blah blah. Okay, Chad is streaming, so we're gonna tap into him in a sec. Elliot Tifosi, my friend, you're also with a camera. I appreciate that. I pictured you a bit older, but that's alright. We can still be friends. So we're gonna put there the camera of Elliot, and we're gonna actually check if he's into any fun. Right, so to do that, garage, Elliot. Oh, so Elite pit, right? He must have listened that I was suggesting the undercut. I'm his official engineer, and let's see now his laps, right? That's the key. Will we see Tropical pitting to protect the undercut? We shall see. We should be turning in right now. In the meantime, I'm gonna prepare. Oh, let's gonna check on chat first. And he is going in to protect. So, having said that, let's go to Elite to see if he's gonna come out on top. He has a non-blue marker right ahead. That was the risk. Stepping into some traffic that might hold him back. And I think effectively that's gonna be doing. Let's go into drive so that we see exactly the difference. That's 0.7. And we can see that Tropical Deal, number 23. Look at that. Is he gonna move away? He doesn't have to move away. If he does it, it's just because he's very nice of him. You move out of the slipstream too fast. No, man, don't. No! Why? That's gonna be a penalty cast. So now it doesn't matter what you do, man. I don't even want to put the chat. There's gonna be a monkey shout now. Anyway, Tropical, it's already getting out of the pit, but it's not gonna be fast enough. Now, is it gonna matter? Not really. There he goes, because that incident that Elite had was not only caught on camera, but that nonsensical. Oh man, I'm gutted. That's let's go somewhere else, man. Anyway, Switch effect on Jacob. Well, we had pending to check into Elliot. Now he's fighting for something. So let's prepare his camera. Elliot. Capture application. Xbox. Is that even working? That was not the right one. I have so much shit open. It's not enough. Well, let's do something else. Move. Duplicate chat. Call it Elliot, and then here, that's the one that it was supposed to be. We just renamed this something else, and add a new browser window for Elliot. Yeah, that is Elliot. There you go, my man. I just need to place you in the right place. And there you are. Let's go. Checking to Elliot Tifosi. Very focused. And goes wide. He couldn't take the pressure of being on camera. He has Black Ninja right behind on the Porsche number 5. Collapse this. See a bit better. Another tattoo bro, like Chad. Getting close there to Hughes Lamington. If he wasn't because of that previous mistake. Oh, good catch. That one you need to step into the curb. And Black Ninja is right on top right now. 0.3 behind. He's gonna try to attack him on the corner. It doesn't. Lewis Lamington goes a bit wide, tractioning of Elliot's a bit better, and he has very warm tires, 28.6. Let's remember we're still on patch 1.8 for Xbox. The rear tires are slightly overpressured, but alright, but the front ones are really not. Not only temperature, but pressures are too high, and I think that might be why he made a mistake before. Unfortunately, we cannot really look into the
Slow car ahead.
all of others are doing.
Yellow flag ahead.
What's going on? Ooh. Who is that? Brad again? No, I don't know if it was Brad. It was too fast anyway. Chad. No, was it Chad? I see. Yeah, it could have been Chad. Ooh, what's going on there? That was that a blue flag? What was it? Oh, mama. Oh mama. Alright, well let's go focus. Well actually he's still asking for me to be honest.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 3.
And there he goes a bit wide with Lamington, and Chad takes the position. With Chad, no, Elliot. Sorry. I was already thinking I need to change to Chad.
You're good.
Yeah. All right, well done, Elliot. Well done.
We are halfway through.
Let's go into Chad. His screen is not that one, so did I mess up something? Oh no, there he is. There he is. And he's bidding. He's bidding from. Well, let's actually that one. Garage. We don't know if something happened, but Pit 33 got a stop and go, and that's for speeding in the pit lane. And there's go Jacket overtaking him, clearly for position. And I guess what's going now through the mind of our friend here, you know, Pit 33 when he was actually doing very well, and
all right, PB. I didn't wreck, so it's shitty.
Chad.
Damn it.
The mandatory stop is not clear. Let's go, 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 go.
Chad is pit stop going out. Yeah, the first and only stop and go so far of the race by P33. What I meant is that the BC guy is already coming, but he must be feeling a lot of
emotional damage.
Anyway, sorry Pete for seeing that you got into that speed in the pit lane. Suzuka is a bit tricky for that, to be honest. But let's hope you recover it. In the meantime, John Rigger is coming out of the pit lane. Young Teeth as well as Switch Effect and Cork players, so they are one after another. That allows Atomic Number, which remember, Chad, shooting, so let's go back to normal transition. Now, standings, where do we have that? Xbox, yeah. So as I was saying, Atomic Number 7, number 28, yeah, Mercedes, started 21st, and there he goes 7th. Elite and Tropical still fighting, even after the undercat of Elite. Cassie. Now on top we have Black Ninja, Lewis Hamilton, Elliot Tifosi, and Specialist, who didn't pit just yet. Elliot Tifosi overtook Lewis Hamilton on the first turn when Lewis went wide, and there is Elliot going wide again. That's a way too slow turn, Lewis. That's so slow. I don't know. Wrong racing line, I guess. And Black Ninja got so close because of that, I assume, because he was 1 second and a half, and now he's 2/10 from you. So what else we have? Another stop and go. A little bit more
emotional damage.
Absolutely, more pain here. What else do we have in here after the pit stop? John Rickard 3rd, SBT Ballet 4th, theoretically. John Tix is gonna drop positions because of that emotional damage, and Jacob F1 is gonna gain that for going 5th. Especially an Elliot going to the pit lane right now. Already overtaken by Elite Cassie and Tropical Deal. Only Lewis Hamilton and Black Ninja stayed out, probably at the end of the optimal performance of the tires. Being fastly chased by Cassie, rapidly cutting that gap. Tropical Deal super close. I think I need to actually try to find Tropical Deal on SimGrid. What the hell? On Twitch. And try to put him in here. Ride Relish is not streaming. And I don't think I have Tropical Deal here. At least doesn't appear as streaming. But let's check that out while we see what's going on here. That traffic right now, it's also not blue flags because they are still fighting for position, even though they didn't pit. But this is gonna be an interesting view, right? From Tropical's point of view, Cassie will want to get rid of those, and that might lead to some crash. Oh, and my cat just touched the controller. Sorry for that. Yeah, so what's gonna happen? I don't think Cass, remember, you already messed that up once. Be careful. Okay, now you went wide. Careful now with the track limits, and Tropical goes in the inside. Please no touch, no contact. Ooh, very clean. Hey, that was like today's clash between Max Verstappen and George Russell on lap 1 of the sprint race. Cassie has the slipstream, probably better traction at the end of the last turn, going now on the wide side. and going indeed very wide. Tropical keeps the first position in there, and we go back to 5 laps ago before the pit stop when Tropical was first as a result of his what is it called? Pole position. So now Hewis and Black Ninja are pitting. Hopefully none of them has oh, and Pitts enters for healing himself from the emotional damage from earlier. And here we see John Ricker. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, you're gonna be blue flagged, I understand. What else do we have here? A specialist having a very good race compared to the previous ones, if I'm not mistaken. I think his performance over the last races wasn't probably what he wanted, but he's coming back. He's one of the guys that last year was having great races on Xbox, at least in terms of final position. Yeah? Obviously, I think I've made this comment before. It was less competitive, but nonetheless, consistently up there. I was fighting with him myself. Let's see if we find him. Specialist, where are you then? Hey, what happened? Oh man, that must be a jigsaw for you. Come on, go back at it. Go back at it. The stop and go of Pete has been resolved, and now he's dropped back to 18th position. Hey. And well, in the meantime, seems Specialist is not up for the fight there anymore. We go back to Cass and Tropical Dale, while I find who I was talking about in the standings. Well, I mean, there cannot be a lot of Lexus, right? So it's gonna be faster if I just look for Lexus. Yeah, Rahit Tahri, that's his name, and he finished 14th. So yeah, he varies quite a bit. So consistency is not his best thingy. He has a 5th and a 6th, so that's actually quite good. Did he change car? Interesting. He got penalty points for changing cars, so I guess that's why standings look as all that they do. Anyway, interestingly enough, we are having one of the closest fights at top, and the other one on place 15 with Atomic Numero after the pit stop. Ooh, almost goes wide for the car ahead, phase division. And that's certainly not 2 tenths, it's a bit more, obviously, from the previous lap. That's gonna be more like 0.8 to 0.9. 0.6 actually. And right behind, there is quite a bit of distance, right? So we would do well by focusing on the top guys, but I really want to find if Tropical Dale is streaming. So let me look for that. Well, Moneymaker is. Where is Moneymaker? A kid. Probably not worth it. Obviously, I'm just trying to be funny. If you are more on top or fighting for something, I'm gonna tap into you, my man. My man! So Tropical. I think I was sure that you pasted in our live streams something in the past. I think. But I see here mostly Moneymakers spam. Oh, John Ricker, I forgot to say that. And Tropical. There you go. So they are both streaming. I should follow, so I keep them on the left. So none of them with a camera though, so that doesn't make me so such an appealing thing to do to ping at them. But at least I'm gonna put the camera on them while I tell you what I see. So Tropical Dale on first. His tires are 27.5, 27.3. On the back, 27.3, 27.9. So actually fairly well. A bit under pressure on the back, but it shouldn't be too dramatic. Good enough. And in terms of fuel, he has for 11 laps, minding that we have done 19 laps. and this is like a 28 or 29 laps race. He's gonna be just fine. Not by a long shot, but just fine. Now, John Ricker on third. Let's move into him. 16 seconds behind Elite Cassie. How did Corp Slayer get the fastest lap being 9th? Amazing. Are we seeing there a comeback? He already overtook Specialist and he's going for his next victim. Switch effect, isn't it? Let's see how fast that lap was, and then I will go to John Ricker's tire pressure. So Corp Slayer, fastest lap of 2:01.614. Congrats, man. That's actually very good. So it's a one-off though, no? The change of tires after the pit stop has been a blessing for you. I had someone from the PC race this morning telling me afterwards, I mean, we play football together. He was telling me that he was doing shit laps for the first stint. He stopped, he was about to give up. He stopped a minute 40 or something, just as a last attempt to, I don't know, let's try something else. He had the right tire pressures and everything. He changed tires and magically improved 5 seconds. I mean, it's way more than what we have seen on Corp Slayer there. I mean, way more. Wait a second. He was doing 2:05, 2:04, 2:03, 6:44, and then 0:1. So that's 3 seconds improvement. Insane. And then the previous holder of the fastest lap, Elite Cass, did a 2:02, and right now he continues to be at 2:02, so he didn't really scratch the 2:01. Well, nearly here with 2:01.62, and certainly in the second lap. So that was an amazing second lap. And Tropical Dale, very, very constant on the 2:02s, with one bad lap here on 2:04. I guess that's when they had that the overtake, I guess. But yeah, very, very constant. Almost in the 2:01s in the last lap. So, as we were saying, let's go on to John Ricker, who's 16 seconds behind, and then we'll come back to Corp Slayer when he's attempting the overtake of someone else. So, the HUD from John Ricker actually is quite interesting. We cannot see the speedometer, I think that's how it's called. We only see the tire pressures. I guess there might be something I don't know, never tried. Anyway, tire pressures 27.8, 27.4, 27.6, 27.5. Interestingly, he's not showing his fuel. I think I can see the fuel on the dash. He's burning 3.23 per lap. He has 39 liters left. So that is 13 laps, isn't it? A bit less than 13 laps. 12 laps, perhaps. And yeah, there is more than enough fuel for him. So, John Ricker, one of the new members of our community, live at Twitch at John Ricker, RCKR. Now, back to Tropical Deal. Low tires still, but not overheating. The ones from John Ricker are actually a bit warmer, if I may so say that. We also cannot see. Can we see? Ah, yeah, both are Porsches. Interestingly, John Ricker is running. Maybe on a straight I can see it. A map of 8. Traction control of 5. I don't know if that's what it says. No, that's not what it says. Only the map is correct. That's for what I see here. Oh no, yeah, it's on there. So he's using traction control of 8? 8 and 1? Is it possible? So John Ricker is using 8 and 1. If this is as well, and Tropical Dale is using 6 and 5. That's so different. It's interestingly different. And ABS 4 for Tropical Dale and 6, is it, for John? I think that's like a lot. But anyway, these guys are faster than me, so what am I saying? Tropical Dale, Twitch Tropical _DYO, exactly like his nickname, going into the last chicane, on for another lap in which now he's leaving Elite Cassie behind. He must have committed a mistake of something short, which we didn't catch because we were all focused on checking tire pressures. Now, other than this, John Tix, whatever you want to read that like, he had this stop and go, repair his emotional damage, and now he's back on to 5 for points. With Lewis Lambert half a second behind. Let's see where he fares after that. Chad Lee, our main admin on Xbox, we're gonna look into him mostly so that we can also show you the tire pressures in his case, also overheating. As you can see there, 28 point, so not overheating, but over pressure. That's interesting. I guess because Chad, as you can see, tattoo pro like Elliot, 28.4, 27.7, so he doesn't have them in the right balance left and right. So this is there. That's a beautiful dog, as you can see. And 28.2 and 28.2 and 27.9 on the back. In terms of fuel, also burning something around the 3.3s with enough to finish the race. Probably also overshot it. And running on another Porsche, probably lower TC than Tropical Delta. That's very interesting because in Ferrari, which is what I used to main. And I say I used to because it's just I don't really race that much anymore. It will change, but what I was saying is that the back TC on the Ferrari, you were pretty much not using it at all. So seeing how on Porsche 3 different drivers from different parts of the grid are doing dramatically different things with it, it's quite interesting. Anyway. Back to what the hell? Ooh, Cass. That's already a lot of seconds. Now you need to think about defending the time difference with John Ricker because I know this is gonna sound so mean that I repeat it again. But I think you're gonna get a penalty for what you did in there. Be that 5 or 10 seconds, I don't know. And you have 8 seconds of distance of advantage with John Ricker, so you better push a little bit further. Now, behind that, we don't really have any fight. Switch effect close to Duckfart. Duckfart who threw Savage Undercat by pitting on the first 5 laps, I think it was, or something like that. Corpse Slayer, still a bit of distance with switch effect, so we're not gonna see that fight anytime soon. And behind that, nothing. Faded Vision 2 seconds to Wi-Fi. Let's see the times from Wi-Fi because he clearly is fast, but he managed to recover from that mistake. So he was doing 2:05s at the beginning. Is that so? All right. Well, anyway. After the pit stop, he started to do 2:03s. Another example of 2 to 3 seconds improvement after the pit stop. I need to tell my buddy about this. Yeah, anyway, let's go into the next one. Lewis Hamilton has been overtaken by Junk Tix, so we missed that. But now Junk Tix, who is clearly faster than the back of the grid, is gonna go after Chad, and we're gonna take the time to put Chad on the screen to see how much he sweats under that situation. I mean, not yet, but it's about to happen, isn't it? I'm sure if I look at what John Dick's last laps are and what the ones are from Chad, there must be a substantial difference. So let's go into it. So 2:02, 2:03 last lap for John Dix. And for Chad, that is 2:03, 2:04. So there is like a 1 second difference per lap. So it's bound to happen, you know that. Question is, how long? And will Young Tix not make a mistake like that? Okay, that didn't cause any impact, but are they getting on atomic number? They are. They are, so we're gonna see here two things. Chad trying to overtake, and Chad trying to avoid getting overtaken by Young Tix. I think the first is more likely than the second. Being accomplished anyway. Oh, that was a bit low. Anyway, on the top we have Switch Effect coming onto Duckfart, and I was expecting the next close fight to be by Corpse Layer to Switch Effect, but no. In fact, Corpse Layer is not even close. I don't want to miss Chad's fight. I will be looking at the corner. He's still 1 second away on front and back. So let's see how it fares for Corpse Layer. Oi! Oi! Mama! That was some damage. Not just
emotional damage,
but also physical damage to the car. So, with that loss of close fight there, we are gonna go back to Junk Tix, who's gonna try to bite Chad's necking here. And we see Atomic Number going wide, and that's gonna be... Oh, Chad's always very careful. He could have gone for it, but... Yeah, you know, he wants to give a good example. I appreciate that. Don't have anything on the soundboard to complement that. But yeah, 0.3, 0.6. I think Atomic was opening a bit of gap throughout the lap, but all of it went to hell in that corner. And there you go. 3 cars in less than 1 second. 25 laps in. Catching onto the slipstream. Not fast enough. It doesn't feel like they're... I was gonna say that they're close enough, but they're clearly close enough to catch some slipstream and attempt an overtake. Whew, careful there. Careful there, Young. Alright. That's way too much curve for my taste. Perfect from Chad there. And Young. A bit too wide there, Young. And is he going for it? We have Chad going on the inside. Perfect point of view from Young's camera. Atomic is now on the inside of that turn. Young cannot go for it. Bounces a little bit. Chad has a freeway now ahead. And the question is going to be, how long is Atomic going to hold Young behind? And will Chad have enough Reddit to... Reddit? Oh no. To get to the end of the race without being overtaken by Young. There goes probably 1 second already. That U-turn was very tricky, and I guess Young didn't want to risk it. You can already see some damage in the car, and I'm trying to keep an eye at the top drivers to see if anything is changing, but I think all those distances are still the same. So we continue with Chad on cam and Atomic Number. I don't know why is the twitch of Chad so twitchy. What the hell? I'm gonna refresh this. Oh, Chad, do something with your camera, man. It was not happening earlier, but here you have the proof. So with that, I guess I'm gonna change to John Ricker so that you see what I was saying about the tire pressures earlier. A bit too much on the top left, in the front left. And Tropical Dill, who's now comfortably first with 10 seconds advantage over Cass. He has under pressure tires. At least he had enough fuel to finish the race. I don't know if it was him who had that mistake last week or 2 weeks ago, but anyway, that commentary is always appropriate in Slipstream International World Series. We can see Young Tix attempting an overtake at Atomic Numero on the S's. Well, not really attempting it anymore, right? He was getting close enough, but he lifted a little bit. And what that... Whoa, man. Wondering how do you keep it on track? I guess it's because of front engine. I mean, with the Ferrari, you do that. You are out. Clearly. You lose it completely. But well done. Well kept. And is he gonna go for the inside? Oh, man. Yeah, that was it. Okay, well done. Patiently. And now... on to Chad. We have 1 second distance. Let's see if his camera is working again. No, still very bumpy, so that's giving me a headache. So with that, we're gonna go back to Elliot. I feel like... Where are you, Elliot? Are you even streaming, Elliot? Elliot stopped streaming. Did he... Is he in the race? Elliot, my man, what happened? He's not in here. Damn, we missed that. Or... I don't remember what was happening with him. Did anything happen with him? Anyway. Junk Tix. 1.5 seconds behind Chad. Last lap. Pace of 1 second faster than Chad. Is he gonna make it to place 13th in the last lap? Other than that, recap while these two fight it. Tropical Dill entering to the last lap, so the other two guys have 2 laps.
Leaders on final lap now.
A few seconds ahead of Elite Cassie. That is, in fact, 6. John Ricker, 4 seconds behind. SBT Valet, 4th. I think it was 8 seconds behind. 6.7. Jacob C, 4 seconds behind. Doug Fart, 15 seconds behind. Switch Effect, 7th with 6.5 seconds behind. Corpse Slayer actually getting there, which is the one I predicted, and they are gonna have 1 more lap to fight it. Specialist, good race, man. 16 seconds behind Corpse Slayer. Black Ninja, 8.5 on 10th. Wi-Fi, 11th. Underwhelming race. I'm sure he's just as disappointed. Faded Vision, 11th. What the hell just happened there? Why did that change? We didn't see it. Chadley still ahead of Junk Tix. He only managed to reduce the difference by half a second. Less than that probably. Goes a little bit wide. Now goes right into the curve. Probably that was another well, not half a second, but quarter of a second improvement there. And on to the last lap. I'm gonna try to put a foot. Oh, and Pete is on to his Lamico now. Interesting. So, Corpse Slayer, not close enough. I don't think you have the pace to get to him in the last lap. So, Wi-Fi, Charlie and Junk Tix. That is the fight of the last lap. While we see that number 23 is about to cross the line, and that's gonna be a victory for Tropical Dill. Woohoo! Well done, mate. Do I have something other than a golf clap? No, but there you go, a golf clap you get. Cass finished second, John Ricker third, SBT Ballet fourth, and while they still have a lap left, it's only a matter of whether Drunk Tix is gonna send it in one of the two places that are there for it, and this is one, or he will not. He goes for it. Chad closes the door, and that is it. Not enough traction to close the gap from here until the last chicane, or I bet so, unless someone screws up next. In the meantime, Jacob CF1 finished on 5th position, Doug Ford Gilby in 6th, Switch Effect is about to cross in 7th, Corpse Slayer closed the gap to 0.8 but didn't manage to overtake him. On 8th, Specialist gonna cross now on 9th. Right behind him, Black Ninja, 7 seconds behind, is gonna finish on 11th. Then Wi-Fi, and it's gonna be here, Chad Lee and Junk Tix, the last two closing that were close enough together, but as I said, poor traction outside of at the exit of the U-turn didn't allow him to get close enough to throw it in this one. And it's gonna finish with Chad Lee 13th and Junk Tix 14th, which remember had a stop and go for speeding in the pit lane. Well done, both of you. Right behind we have Atomic Number finishing in position 15, then Pete 33 and Hughes Lamilton with Moneymaker, Rad Relish, Dream Reaper, Pixoto, Elliot Tifosi, MM Martin, Ad Green, XTC Contour closing the grid. Look at them all, how well behaved, parking in the corner. In the PC race they all crashed into each other in the first corner outside. Well done, it was a very good race. Not as many close fights as we had in the previous one that we live streamed. That's for sure, because that was insane how we had 4 drivers very close at each other. But we did enjoy a very good fight between Tropical Dale and Cassie for most part of the race. An interesting pit stop in which Cassie threw an undercut. And then throughout the rest of the grid we saw quite a few comebacks. Quite a few incidents as well, and a lot of very good driving overall. So thank you very much everyone for watching. It was fun for me. I hope it was fun for you to watch. See you next week in Kialami. Thank you very much.